Hello, this is Yannis from Repair. Today we'll go through a repair for a notebook, for a Lenovo notebook that came to our lab with a broken RAM slot. Let's go and see how we'll change this. Now, this is the notebook. We have removed the bottom cover. This is the onboard RAM. It's 4 gig capacity of the onboard RAM. We're plugging the battery. We will remove the SSD drive because it's not a necessary thing to power on and power off this notebook with the SSD mounted. Now we'll go and power up the notebook and see that it is powering on. We have a light, we have the display, it's powering on. Now we'll power off. I will install the RAM stick on the RAM slot, in the RAM slot, any RAM stick. It is not booting. It will not boot. Maybe it's the RAM. We will power off and change the RAM stick. This is okay. Let's go and power on again. Nothing different. The notebook is not booting. The cause for this is that the RAM slot, you can see on the right corner as we watch, is broken. It is broken, and I think a piece or something, it's sorting other data lines or something else, and the computer realizes that cannot boot with this RAM and will not boot. I will speed up the process. We will add flags. We will add some low melt solder on the pins of the RAM slot in order to make the removal easier. You will see, because after we apply the low melt alloy on the pins of the RAM slot, as we're doing now, we will use our wick in order to make things easier for the solder removal. So we will remove all the solder we can remove with a wick from the anchor joints there, and of course from the RAM slot pins, in order to make it easier for the hot air to melt any remaining solder on the pins of the pads and make the process easier for us, and of course not to overheat the board, because this RAM slot is is very close to the CPU. The CPU is working. We don't want to damage it, of course. So we're removing any remaining solder from the pins. Any solder we can see, because a lot of solder is beneath the pins. And we will, after that, remove it with the hot air. But first, we continue to remove the old solder from the board, mixed with our low melt solder, of course, to make things easier. Okay, now we are ready to remove the slot with our hot air gun. Let's use it with 350 Celsius. We are putting a shield on the onboard RAM. No need for them to be tolerated with high temperatures. We're removing the ground points first, and after that we grab the RAM slot and wiggle a little in order to make things visible. We're wiggling and it is off. Now we must remove the remaining solder from the pads with wick and our soldering pen. Likewise, we're removing whatever we can. We don't want to damage the mask from the board. We are gentle. And now it's the time to clean up a bit and place the other RAM slot. So use isopropylic and our favorite tool for cleaning up the mess, a toothbrush, an electric one, to make things easier, not to scrub very much. And after that, the towel to make things look clear. We align the new RAM slot. We're pressing down. We use some flux for the ground points. We're pressing down with our finger, adding solder. It's better that way. The other ground point, flux and solder. We're pressing the RAM slot down, and after that we will go and solder all the pins one by one. This is a very boring job, but we must be extra careful not to leave any bridges. I don't mind about bridging everything here with this large tip I'm using, but after that we'll clean up and make the things look better and solder each pin to each pad with a finer tip in order to make the contacts look and feel good, and remove any bridges that we have created with our large pen. This large pen is used for quick transfer of the solder to any pin. Of course, I am willing to listen anything, to read anything you can write, to help us make the things better, to work better. I want to learn how you're working this type of soldering jobs. Now we'll play some music for you and come back after the soldering and the cleaning process is done. Everything looks better. We will go to the finish. You can see some things I'm doing for removing the bridges. And after everything is cleared, every bridge is removed, and everything is nice and clean, we will skip and go to the other phase. This is the final phase. It's not very pretty, but it tells a good story. So, now we will go to the overhead cam. And we will check if the notebook is booting without any RAM, of course. If everything is okay and not shorted everything. After placing and installing and soldered the new RAM slot, I will press the power button. We will wait a bit. We have display. We will go to the BIOS and check for the RAM. The RAM is 4 GB. The other RAM is missing. And now we will power off the notebook and install the other RAM slot, the other RAM stick to the RAM slot. Likewise, and we will power on the notebook. Okay, let's go to the BIOS. You can see we have 12 gigas. So we're good. The slot is working. The computer recognized the extra RAM stick, so we're good. We will place, of course, everything back and run some stress tests in order to determine if the memory, the RAM, is working properly or not. That was the repair you saw. If you liked this video, consider like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching. See you in another repair. Bye.